Okay, great. Little sound check there. We're all good. Right, so haven't done a stream since the Mission Impossible one, so it'll be good to get this going again. Okay, so last stream was the Mission Impossible one. I'm gonna just let everyone slowly get into this, but like the old recap is definitely what's going on. Was we left it for a while, Mission Impossible was very much something relevant to us Bond fans. We're all into Mission Impossible, so it'd be silly not to discuss it. And now, after that, I think my position on it has settled, which is Mission Impossible was good. I really, really enjoyed it. I gotta say that, the train sequence at the end was good. I really like that, especially when they're hanging from it. Um, in addition to that, you're talking your Rome car chase. Rome car chase is class. Really love the Rome car chase. And then that Abu Dhabi airport sequence. Is it Abu Dhabi? I think it is Abu Dhabi. Airport sequence is class, and they really got free reign over the airport because they shot it during 2020 when people weren't traveling, so it's pretty good. They really had great freedom over the whole thing and how to use it, so can't beat that. It was really unique. You don't get to see airports used like that, even in Casino Royale. They didn't have the same sort of freedom over that airport that they used to shoot. It was Miami is what it was said as, but it was actually Prague, I believe, as the bulk of it was shot in. So let's that's my Mission Impossible thing. I think it was a great, the spectacle sequences were fantastically well done. Whether or not the actual writing of the story clicks, not so much for me, but you can correct me on that if you feel otherwise. I want to use today's stream to catch up on everyone. Oh, Ryan, fair play to you commenting. Uh, Ryan saying it's tournament's course. You probably agree with that, Ryan. Yeah, like look, it's Tom Cruise as he gets older and older. It is difficult for the series to go on. I think back during Ghost Protocol, they were very much planning on replacing him. And then Cruise and McQuarrie sort of collaborated to make himself irreplaceable. So, yeah, what's happened to Mission Impossible as a series is that it's only going to survive as long as Tom Cruise wants to do it. Which, look, I'm fine with. I think Ryan, Dead Reckoning Part 2, go out in an absolute bang, do whatever at Cruise, and then call it a day. I'd be happy to see that. Thanks for commenting, Ryan. It's always good to get the first commenter in to break that ice. But yeah, it is a great romp. It's just the story is a little tighter. Maybe the part 2 will be even better because they were just going to shoot them all at once, and maybe this breathing time will do well. So today's stream is just purely about catching up. It's been a while. It's been a while since we did this, and I just want to, get into some of the pieces that have been coming up, different things that have been happening, whether it's Bond related news and then not Bond related news, or just what videos are happening over the next while. So going back to the Mission Impossible stream, I did mention on that as well that I saw Oppenheimer, and I absolutely loved Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is probably my favorite movie this year. The more I kind of sit with it, the more I love it, enjoy it. So yeah, like Oppenheimer, just 2 thumbs up. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It really does though hit for me that reason that Nolan should be directing a Bond film. My prediction about how that was going to come to fruition with them announcing in tandem with the piece of Oppenheimer is really disappointing that hasn't come about exactly as I expected. But look, who knows? There could be stuff happening behind the scenes. Either way, I'll just have to patiently wait and see who they announce to be the Bond director. Bond directors are always kind of, when it's a new Bond, it's that is the step, and then everything else starts falling into place. So we'll have to just see. I'd love to see Nolan do it. It feels right, and it feels like this is the moment in Nolan's career to direct Bond. I don't think this could happen again. You know, it'll be 15 years later, and then will Christopher Nolan be in that period of his career, 15 years, 20 years, where he wants to direct Bond? Who knows? So strike now. And so I love Nolan's interpretation of Batman. I think films like Inception are great. Tenet has huge flaws, but there's just a moment of genius in there. And so why not? And that interview, if you go back and watch my Nolan videos, I do take excerpts of Nolan talking about what he'd do with Bond, and he's very vague, but he definitely has a strong idea and vision for what he'd do, and I'd love to see that. Like, in a post No Time to Die world where they've decided they kill James Bond, nothing is precious, so I don't see why they can't hire Nolan, and if they're not happy with whatever, start from scratch again. Just the same with the Danny Boyle vision of Bond, which I think would sounded fantastic, like them building that Gulag set in Canada. So yeah, strong directors would be a great way to do this. With Marvel being so weak right now, with such poor box office showing, this is such a great time for Bond. Yeah, completely agree. A mix, Ryan, just a mix of two things. Like, Marvel's quality is completely degraded. I think the cracks started to show in Endgame. There's a few moments in Endgame that people were very skeptical of, and I think from then on, it's just been failure to failure to failure. And like, you've got notable exceptions. I know Spider-Man is a Marvel movie with an asterisk. Guardians of the Galaxy, I suppose it did well, but yeah, so it's just hard. Like, I know it's hard to, and then some of these films are doing well, but everyone's hating them. So Bond should return with a very strong leading man in the role, and I think they should come out swinging with a great director as well. Even if it isn't Nolan, I just think they want to really put their best foot forward here for this next era. Yeah, there is a space right now, and I think whether it's superhero fatigue or just the quality of superhero movies has gone to crap, it's up to you to decide. But there's a perfect void for Bond to step into that. So yeah, let's move on from the Nolan thing. I think we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But my last proper video I released was Memento Park. And Memento Park in Budapest was a really interesting place. It's kind of sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole about reading First World War, watching Dr. Zhivago, the David Lean film, and then a lot more loosely related topics to that. The park is nothing to do with Bond, but I felt there was a real GoldenEye vibe. So as you can see in the edit in the video, I really sort of forced that GoldenEye tone and style into it. Hopefully it was enjoyable for Bond fans, me making those tenuous connections and traveling around and getting something new outside of just Bond locations. I think Bond fans like to see things, although the video is not doing the best. I think the channel viewers like to see it and go, oh yeah, that's interesting, I see that connection there. However, like, I did that with the Orient Express video as well. As I was just saying there, the traction has been great. I'd have to say that I didn't expect that, to be very honest with you, about how the Memento Park video would do. I just thought it'd be good to share with people like Kieran here, who've just showed up to the video, and Ryan. the continuous viewers, and Nathan as well, all the usual guys. Neil, that's what I wanted to make that video for. Who knows though? It could be a sleeper video. Like the rules video was very slow, and now I haven't checked on it, but it's doing very well compared to the rest of them. That kind of always has people coming to it every day. So Kieran, yeah, saying hi there. Yeah, yeah. So watch that video. Oh, my my voice is echoing. How about now? That's not good. Sorry about that. When I did my sound test, it was fine. How about now? Or now? Good. I'll keep it there anyway for now. I'll hold on to it. That's really annoying. Okay. Okay, so thanks for that anyway. Hopefully that's not the end of the world for the rest of the stream. Yeah, look, I so yeah, watch the Budapest video again. Comment on it if you like it. I like people leaving the comments and talk about this stuff. It's very helpful. Oh, Kieran, you'll be happy. What's the next video? I'll get into that in a while. After the Budapest video, I did. Thanks guys for letting me know about the audio. That's good. Good to know. It's really annoying. That was probably just the mic was too far away from me. I released 2 teasers for full-length videos coming down the line. Firstly, I did the Lake Como one. We all know about the Lake Como locations from Casino Royale, and obviously Attack of the Clones. There's a scene there too. I think, though, it'll be like the Egypt one in that I was talking about the Egypt video for a very, very long time. It took ages to edit. I just wanted it to get it to a stage where I was happy with it before I released it to you guys. Same with Como. Just one of those things. I'm a bit of not a perfectionist, but there's certain things that I wanted to be like before I share it with you guys. So that's my thoughts on the Como video. It'll take time, but I'll be happy with the result when it comes out, and hopefully you guys all enjoy it. The second teaser, the Como video will have a lot of Orlebar Brown too, so I know you guys like noticing that. And then I like to make little connection videos. So if I make a Lake Como video, I'll do like, this is what I was wearing in Como, so it's kind of connect them up like that. And yeah, it's just great wear there, and the weather was class. And then getting on to the next video, I released that short Crockett and Jones video about the Tetbury shoes. And the Tetbury shoes are just fantastic boots. So what I want to do is give you guys just a very quick snippet of that, and then I will share a full video just discussing the shoes, how I use them in the field. Kieran's asking what's the topic. The topic is we're catching up. So shoot in your questions or whatever you want to ask. Yeah, like people like the quick overviews of the shoes or the detail sections. That's what I see in the analytics. But I just so I decided I'd do that Sanders style, 2-minute short, and then release a whole video about using them. So similar to the Crockett and Jones, Islay, and the Highbury, the Tetbury video will kind of have this sort of style that I think is more relevant to the channel. It'll have a style that's more relevant. How about now? That's so fucking annoying. That's so fucking annoying. Jeez, I'm gonna get flagged for cursing. I hope it's okay. Yeah, similar to the Highbury video, the Crockett and Jones Tetbury video will kind of have that use in the field. So I'll use close-up shots and at home give That's really, really annoying. So let's just see. See. What are you thinking? Okay now? Or echoey? Echoey? Okay now. This is a pain. Let me know. See, I'm also getting notifications that my Wi-Fi signal is not great for some reason, and I have no idea why. So it is so. That's probably the one thing that I said without an echo. Let's just leave these on for the rest of the stream so I can hear if I'm echoing a lot. I'm not hearing an echo on this, so hopefully I am okay for now. Yeah, like, so the Crockett and Jones, I think the video and the way I like doing it is, yeah, maybe. No, it's Kieran insisting it's all my fault. Yeah, like the Ryan, just throwing your questions at these Crockett and Jones video, you too, Kieran. Look, in terms of these videos and the style I want to do them in, is that I like showing how I wear Bond things in different locations, how I do day-to-day life with Bond stuff. And it's like this, trying to strike a balance between what is, being inspired by Bond versus it taking over your life completely. Like, you just want to wear subtle things, whether it is the watch or what I'm wearing here. It's like an Oliver Brown t-shirt. I'm just trying to hit that day to day. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the full Tetbury video. I'm going to show you guys how I wear them and what I wear them, what scenarios. I actually love the shoes. I find myself wearing them more than the Highburys now. So I'm really looking forward to just sharing that with you guys. Jesus, these things are so funny looking now. Desperate times. Yeah, I suppose I'll get that. I'll hear that really bad echo if it comes back. So, geez, Kieran, you're not patient enough on this stuff. I'll tell you the next video now in a sec. So, check out my Crockett and Jones videos in the past. Let me know what you think of those. Throw in your comments. Really happy to hear what you say. And then obviously we'll be taking that style into the latest one. But it's not all teasers. And I just really want to let you know, Kieran in particular, that this Wednesday I'll be releasing my latest video. And so the latest video is the Tom Ford Henrys, which are the Spectre sunglasses that he wears in the Moroccan desert and Tangiers. Yeah, like Craig's Bond loves wearing sunglasses, so there'll be no shortage of content talking about sunglasses. What does he wear? 4 different sunglasses, No Time to Die, 3 different pairs of sunglasses in Spectre, and he's just always wearing sunglasses. So that's what I wanted to do. And the reason I wanted to do it actually is because if you walk into the shops on the regular, whether you're away or here or in the airport, you always see the Tom Ford Henry still for sale. And I just think it's really good to talk about them, talk about what they're like in Spectre, show the details to you guys, show them why I like wearing them. And if someone's on the fence, then they can decide off the back of it whether or not it's for them. And so the video only gives you a limited perspective, but I kind of wear them casually. I obviously wear them with like a blazer or a suit too, and so it works. So yeah, that's the next video, Kieran. You'll be happy to hear. It'll be the James Bond sunglasses, and that will be out on Wednesday. So it'll be from Spectre, those ones. Yeah, so I've had them for years. Oh, I think it was about time. Sometimes you have stuff for years and you don't want to talk about it because it's not out anymore. And then other times you think, oh no, this is going to be relevant because there's a lot of Bond fans out there, maybe on the fence with buying these. Another good shout of something I'd like to make would be the Massimo Alba pants, which I think are just the most amazing and most soft pants going. Yeah, the most amazing. They're really really nice, and like I just can't recommend them more than that. So I'm gonna have to make a video and talk to you about how I wear them. The my Crockett and Jones Isla video, I'm wearing them, so they're probably use footage from that too. Kieran's am I planning? Kieran's asking, are you planning? Are you uploading in Facebook? No, I don't upload in Facebook. So what I say about Facebook is I share the content of Facebook, and that's kind of what I use it for. And then if people want to get in touch with me and use the messenger to write me a message, make recommendations, I'll take them through the Facebook, and it's best way outside of streams to contact me. The streams are the best way to converse with me, but Facebook Messenger yoke on the channel Facebook page is great. No Instagram. Instagram's just a time drain, and I just don't want to be on it anymore. So I haven't used it in probably a year and a bit. Yeah, like I know Bond Instagram is really active, and there's loads of people, and there's a great community. I just find that it distracts from making these videos and just stuff like that. So I'd rather, focus on making good videos. And if that means that not as many people watch because I'm not on Instagram and I'm not sharing the hell out of it or promoting the hell out of it, that's okay. That's the cost. But I just think it affects the work somewhat. I kind of have to, when you're doing Instagram, you're like looking, oh yeah, I need to make a short for Instagram. I need to share a picture on the Instagram. It's like, why don't I just focus on the videos and making the videos as good as I can? I don't know. I can't say whether or not it would be the case, but I just feel like things like the Egypt video would not have come together as well if I was spread out on Instagram as well. That's kind of my feeling on that. So yeah, that's the video on Wednesday, Kieran. You'll be looking forward to that. And yeah, I've had them forever, so why not share and talk about it? And then obviously you comment, let us know what you think when it comes out. That's really what I'm asking here. And what's good about the Tom Ford Henry video is that I'm wearing them in Egypt the whole time. So there's a nice connection there where people who've seen the Egypt video can watch that and go, oh yeah, he's used them in his everyday life. And that's kind of the style of the channel, if you will, that it's like, how do you take Bondy stuff and bring it in? So outside of general Bond discussions and interest pieces, it's like, how are you adapting this stuff to your everyday life? Yeah, so I think it's time to just open up the conversation. I know it's Kieran, Ryan is here as well, and anyone else. So if you have any questions on like the last while, whether it is about the Nolan Bond that I feel would be fantastic, Budapest, Como, the Crockett and Jones shoes, that the video will be coming up, or the Tom Ford sunglasses video that should be out this week. Hit me up now before I start winding down this whole session. Kieran's saying it would be a nice video. Yeah, look, hopefully it speaks for itself come Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, 1:00 Irish time is what we're talking. So yeah, that is the update. That's the catch-up stream. Ryan, I know, loves Mission Impossible. Maybe if we get a Bond film that style, that would absolutely be up his alley. Hopefully this sound didn't go absolutely echoey again. I'm gonna have to go back on the stream and check it out. Kieran, if you have any questions, I'm going to take whatever you have and answer them, but that's it for now. I also want to say that I share, just to go back on what I said with Kieran, I share the videos on the Facebook page. So like it's just a link to YouTube and you can watch them. And then what I do is I just take questions. So some people, if they want to contact me and they're not on the streams or whatever, they can just write on the Facebook Messenger through that page. So that's kind of the best way to engage. I do wonder about getting people on these streams. I just feel like it would be great to get people with Bond interests or Bond connections and stuff, like whether they're making their own content or they have something related to Bond, whether it's someone with, I don't know, an Aston Martin or a cool Amiga watch or whatever. Just getting them on to discuss those things would be nice to have them on and be an extra perspective rather than just me chatting to myself and obviously the comment section. I'm glad Kieran liked the Egypt video. I know Kieran wants me to go to India next. Maybe he can fly me on that private jet in his picture. Yeah, so guys, thanks, Ryan. Yeah, the like, I don't want to. I work hard on those travel videos. I definitely want them to have a style and a voice in which I don't see, like, I don't, like, I will admit I don't watch as many of the Bond YouTubers and stuff as maybe I should, but then again, I kind of think I might be susceptible to taking things from them if I do. So I just need to, I kind of stay in my own lane. But I feel like it's a unique voice and perspective, those travel videos and the way I do them. And so that's really why I make those travel videos. They're definitely not the best performing videos, but the way I like to do it is I do those videos. I wear Bond clothes in them. I visit Bond locations, and then it kind of connects out. So I might be wearing Crockett and Jones shoes in the Paris video, so the Paris video connects to the Crockett and Jones video, and the Crockett and Jones video has like 2 or 3 thousand views. So they all sort of roll into each other like that. Is kind of the ideal scenario, and hopefully it brings one person to the next to the next. Dead horse, still waiting. Yeah, you're dying for that one. Yeah, look, I even briefly talk about it here. I think what Fleming did in that From Russia with Love scene was very interesting, because what Fleming loved was foreign cultures and things that you would not see at home. And he always wanted to give viewers that sense of adventure and stuff that they'd never catch when they were on this stuff. And the idea of something like that taking place when you're in a foreign land, it's something that you would never have seen in countryside England, is very exotic. And then being Fleming, he slightly dialed it up to 11 and made 2 beautiful women doing it rather than not. So, like, I could get into the video. I also think that film is full of the best fight sequences in Bond history, whether it is that in Ryan's perspective or your train sequence, which is almost a cliche at this stage, but that train sequence is visceral and brilliant, and it's 2 pretty young men who are big, strong, and they don't pull any punches really, and it's a mix between the direction, the art as well, the lighting, the editing, obviously, and then just the leading men really going for it, or the leading man being Connery, and then Robert Shaw too. Yeah, so they're fairly documentary. So that's yeah, he loves that video. Loves that discussion topic. Lorenzo Granger. Greatness of Bond fans. Thanks very much. Which new Bond options you like, Karen? Yeah, I'm of 2 minds. I think if Nolan did it, I think Nolan would do his own thing. He'd cast someone maybe not completely unknown. I don't think so, but I think Nolan would cast someone pretty young and good. I think he'd have the right idea. I think it'd be very traditional. However, I would like to see a complete unknown, or not, someone in 33 years old or something, be cast and get 14 years. What I would think would be nice, though, if they really wanted to pump out a load of Bond movies in the next 10 years, like 2 or 5 in the next 10 years, go for Cavill. I was not on the Cavill page, but I've become very sympathetic towards him. I think he is being really shortchanged with what happened with Superman. I think then The Witcher as well. So I think he deserves it. However, I'm not certain either what's going to happen there, and it's so hard to tell. I think what would be more interesting is to know who's going to direct the next Bond movie, and that would very much lead the discussions of who the next actor would be. The like obviously Broccoli and Eon have that position, and they would have the controlling interest. But to sign on a director for a Bond movie starting with a new actor, obviously a big interest to them would be I get to control or have a huge influence on the next Bond is. I think that's why Campbell directed GoldenEye and Casino and not the other ones. So yeah, it's a really good question. I don't know yet. I think I'd way more prefer, like if you said to me you've the option of casting James Bond or the next director, I'd way prefer to decide who the next director is. That's just my opinion. And no surprise, no. Have you been watching any Bond movies? Yeah, the last one I was looking at was Spectre, to be honest with you, because there's a multiple things that I've been watching throughout it. But because of this Tom Ford sunglasses video, I wanted to look back on Spectre. My latest opinion on Spectre is it probably needs a good edit. Like it just needs to be shortened down. I like the moments of breath and it slows down. It just doesn't click. It's like a series of great moments that don't connect together. It's sort of disappointing. And I'd say it's also a movie that could have been saved by a good third act, but instead it has the opposite. But there's a couple items in Spectre and things I want to discuss, so I'm really looking at that at the moment. Yeah, Ryan, you're correct. That fight on the train, like it's all out. Everything's to fight for. There's nothing being left behind. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm fantastic here. Thanks. Oh yeah, Ryan. They're fairly documentary style. Yeah, like I'd say Ryan, they kind of shift. Yeah, they like I try to have a very kind of style to them, but yeah, yeah, I suppose it is documentary style. Some are more so than others. You know I don't know if you've seen the Palm Springs one where I go to the Diamonds Are Forever house, or at least I try to go to the Diamonds Are Forever house. It's way more vloggy, but it seems fun. That video, I like that video. I like how it turned out. And then some are very documentary. UK release of them Bond stamps. I do not know what this exact story is. I know they're always releasing Bond stamps, but in Ireland we do not have James Bond stamps. Make a video on it. Yeah, I will investigate the James Bond stamps and come back to you guys on that. If any Bond movies you dislike, it had to be. What's this, Lorenzo? If any Bond movies you dislike it, you had to change your opinion on. How do you mean? Like, is there any Bond movies that I disliked and then started to like again? I don't know. Like, I've always liked all the Bond movies because in their worst moments, they are greater than most films. But yeah, like I just sometimes you fall out of love with certain ones, and then ones you love watching again. Like I kind of fell out of love with No Time to Die, and now I'm back liking it again. So yeah, I love a lot of No Time to Die. It's just that ending, just not sure about it, and so I think it's just one of those things that will sit with you and you slowly thing on. I kind of feel that they should have just gave a sort of Dark Knight Rises ending, but maybe if they did that, people would be like, "Oh, it's cliche." So we'll have to see how it sits up in the rest of the time. But no, generally, I like all the Bond movies, even the worst Bond movie. I'd sit down and watch very, very happily. Please research on Bond stamps. Okay, Bond stamps. Writing it down. There you go. Bond stamps, Kieran. You're getting your way. Here's my favorite Um, love Bernard Lee. But I like Judy Dench too. It's interesting because Judy Dench got to play two different M's, really. She got to play the Brosnan one, and then with the reboot, it's kind of a different M in the Craig era. So yeah, that'd be my top two. I do like Ray Fiennes. I think his M is very good, and it's a nice switching of the gears when they did that. So yeah, Kieran's Judy, fair play. Yeah, I like that. We'll have to see where Nathan is now. Nathan's gone suspiciously silent, but I suppose these streams have gone suspiciously silent too. So I can't be blaming him. So, guys, thanks very much for participating. We got a few people despite the echo. I think the move is to sort of sit close to the mic, like so, podcasty style, and lean up and maybe keep the headphones on. So, I think that's going to be my new style from now on to avoid Kieran going mad. But yeah, that's everything for the stream today. I think I think that's everything for the stream today. And as I was just saying, if you go onto the Facebook and do the chat session, you can contact me sort of out of video hours. And like we'll try and get other people onto these streams too. And when you want to make $1 billion, just kill that favorite actor. Yeah, that's what they did. They just killed him. Yeah, I think he wanted to be killed too, though. That's the only problem. That's to finish this out. At the time, it was the rumor that Danny Boyle wanted to kill Bond, and he was fired. But obviously, it's switched around now, and obviously Craig or they wants to kill Bond, and that's why Boyle was fired. I suspect that it was said to Danny Boyle, and he thought he could change minds, and then as they got into it, that was it. It wasn't. So I got Bond stamps written down here. We have a new video out on Wednesday. And so that'll be it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for commenting, whether it's Kieran, Lorenzo, and then obviously Ryan kicked it off. He broke the gates. And guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for the kind words too. And keep safe until the next while. I won't do the big massive clap to close out for fear my mic is causing hassle and break everyone's ears. See you guys. Bye.